welcome back, everyone.
Hello. So let's see what's going on here. You're all here, sure. Let's have some fun. What should we do? Oh, I know. We'll go to the cannon.
Yeah!
Let's roll. Wait up, guy.
Autobots
Right.
roll out.
Yep. All right. Where's the cannon at?
I think, well, they went down. It might be the cannon that's like in Veal.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Or maybe there was another.
I thought there was another one around here somewhere. But anyways, while this happens, I do have a talking point that could last us quite a while.
Yeah, go for it.
Welcome back to another one of Patrick's binge and purge extravaganzas.
I had a feeling.
Where I binge watch a series on some platform or another and then throw up all the information back to you. This time we are looking at G.L.O.W, or the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. So Steven, since I am currently playing the game, it's a bit harder for me, so I'm going to need your help on this one.
Okay.
So, wow, still managed to get hit. So yeah, basically I have a bunch of random cryptic comments I've left for you, and I'm gonna ask you to read them to me, and hopefully I'll be able to remember what each of these things are. So without further ado, Steven, let's start off the review of the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Okay. Ruth reading man's part.
Okay.
Was he looking at his junk?
No, okay, so wait, yeah, here's the canon, just a second. I wonder, okay, so it's not that canon.
Alright, yeah, that's
So, Ruth reading the man's part, so it opens up, our main character we're following through the story is named Ruth.
Is this a documentary or just made up?
This is just made up.
Okay, good.
And she starts off giving this whole monologue about being a strong, empowered person, and like, you know, her father's running this business and everything, and
He's up to no good in the
yeah, it's
hood.
like, I know it looks like, I know this is my dad's business, but that's my name on the door, not my father's. So I don't want to hear it. Okay, it's that owl guy. Here's the cannon and whatnot. So can you shoot me somewhere? Think he's ready for the cannon? Owls are born ready. And then basically what was happening was she was reading the man's part, and she gives this like huge 2-minute long monologue, and then they're just like, that was actually the man's part. Can you please read the woman's part? Oh yeah. Excuse me, sir. Online too. And that was all for that. Yep. Up, and away. Okay, Mr. Owl, step right in. Don't even worry about it. All right. Well, you said so. Kaboom. So, now get ready for a real fight, guys. Start the countdown.
3, 2, 4,
1,
29.
and
Wait, we didn't get officer.
Isn't it supposed to? I will not survive this.
Alright, so this is how you get new coins.
Oh man.
Mr. Out, you okay?
You just immediately popped out and slammed your face against the wall. He's up, ready for another go? Okay, so. Try to do this while I'm talking about G.L.O.W.
Let me know when you need another one.
Okay, so yeah, read me the second one right now.
Bring her in because...
Whoa. Okay, man, you really have to know this ahead of time. So, yeah. Push down in the middle.
In the middle?
Bottom middle. Your rank. Oh my fucking god. One second.
Kill me.
Yeah, push down on the bottom middle.
Oh.
Okay. So then you swipe and then you use my eyes to unlock the device. You should know what this code is, Steve. God damn it!
Yeah, oh, wait, I did okay. Alright, bring her in because she sucks.
Yeah, so, at the next part, the very next scene, I promise these parts will get more dispersed as I go on, but in the very next scene, they're asking, like, you know, you're always here to, like, have me... Fuck! You're always here to have me come in, but yet you never cast me as a role. Why do you always have me in? And then the lady was just like, every director says they want a real girl, someone who's new and someone who's different. So I bring you in to show them that no, that's not actually what they want at all. Okay, move. Oh my god, this is...
The worst.
Okay, so I think this is just a mini game.
Yeah?
So I don't know if I really want to do this. And instead I just kind of want to move on.
Okay.
Because that's going to take 100% of my concentration, and I kind of just want to talk more about G.L.O.W.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
I keep reading some of these things and like, huh.
Yeah, I made them more cryptic and weird as I went on. So, yes, continue on, Steve. Next point.
Gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
So, yeah, that I didn't know what G.L.O.W was for a little while, so then I was just like, oh, okay, so I wrote it down so I'd remember.
Oh, yeah, that's it?
Yeah, not much with that one.
Random married dude breaks in. They fuck.
So, that one pretty much speaks for itself. In the middle of the scene, like, this guy is busting in through a window, and he's just like, Steven, stop reading ahead. Don't spoil shit for yourself. Because I see you laughing quietly, but the microphone doesn't know that you're laughing quietly, Steve.
Yeah?
So yeah, a random dude just busts in through the window, and she's just like, what are you doing here? I told you to leave. And he was just like, no, I just like, really like you, and I really like the sex we had. And then they just fuck again. It was very strange, but it ends up making more sense a little bit later on.
I doubt it.
Okay.
What was this dude's name?
I don't remember.
Okay, then he seems important. Okay, now, this one made me giggle a little. Jumped by a pack of 10-year-olds.
So, she's walking out of this,
sex dungeon.
Sure, whatever. She's walking out of somewhere, and out of nowhere, these random 10-year-olds just come jump her, take her food and throw it on the ground and steal her purse and run away. And she's just like, no, I don't care, you can take my money, I just need my apartment key. And then, after the fact, they, Ruth and her best friend, see, you're doing it again, Steve, but I don't get your genuine reaction because you're trying to stay quiet so the microphone can't pick it up at all. I don't think I want to be here.
Yeah, no. It doesn't seem like a place where waterfalls would be. Seems like where water would boil.
Yep. Okay, so I think I might know where to go if I'm looking for a waterfall.
Okay.
Do you remember that one area where the thing just crumbled beneath me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go to there. But yeah, basically then her and her best friend are in the car together, and she's just like, yeah, don't worry, I have an apartment key you can use. Don't worry, we're friends. And then she looks at a picture of her best friend on the rearview mirror, and it's a picture of her and the dude she fucked. And that's when it's revealed that the dude she fucked was actually her best friend's husband.
That was the next thing that was the next time point.
Okay, yeah. So that's basically what that all boiled down to. Okay, so
next one.
And yeah, so yeah, that was the reveal there. So yeah, it was a decent reveal, I suppose. Move on.
You make me feel mighty real by Sylvester in separate ways.
So this show took place in like the 70s and 80s. So they had one hell of a banger soundtrack. I don't know how many people can say that they've heard You Make Me Feel Mighty Real by Sylvester, but one thing's for sure, it wasn't enough at first. And now I'm very thankful that they came along and that, because I love that song, and I also love Separate Ways by Journey. So really, I just wanted to say, it was a really good soundtrack, but the soundtrack was probably like one of the best parts about it.
Was it actually a good show?
Yeah, so I think I should have gone into this before I went in. The show was kind of meh. Like, they were clearly building up to a second season, which, god damn it, which I'll get into a little bit later. Okay, I don't think this is right. No, this is just an earlier dungeon. Where the fuck was this goddamn... Steven, I don't remember.
It's fine, we can talk about G.L.O.W.
We can just keep talking about G.L.O.W. Yeah, they were clearly building up to a second season because, as you'll hear, there are a lot of parts that just kind of went unanswered. And I think, like, they just want to, like, show, like, yeah, man, Season 2, be wary for it. But I don't think I'm going to watch Season 2. It's not really that interesting to me. But anyways...
Weak.
What's that?
You're weak.
Whatever. Anyways, moving on. What's the next talking point we had there? This is not how I'm supposed to go about this.
Kantar, the uterus cave.
It's Kuntar?
Kuntar, the uterus cave. Talk about the uterus for me.
Yeah, so... this one guy hops in and he says, like, I want these ladies, I want an all-women's wrestling show. And they got this classic dude with his porno stash rocking. And he's just like, alright, you all are going to be fantasy wrestlers. And you are going to be Kuntar of the Uterus Cave. And they just keep going on about these really weird, like... fuck, I can't even, like, exactly remember what was going on. But it was just like... Yes, it was like some fantasy novel, basically, for all this weird shit that was going on. And then, after a while, it was just like, yes, I am Kuntar, blah, 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 and everything was just weird, and everyone was just like, so this is kind of strange. We don't really want to do this. So yeah, that was about it with that one. Next line, Steve.
Yeah, go dig down. The party gets weird.
Okay, so yeah, then one of the really good-looking dudes, he was the producer and the idea guy behind the whole thing, and he invites all these ladies back to his giant mansion where he's having a big party. And then, the party, like, just immediately, like, there's a robot that, like, starts handing out drugs to everybody. So that immediately gets two ladies' attention, and they just spend the whole time hanging out with the drug robot. Which was pretty funny. And then, after the fact, they were, okay,
what did this robot look like? Was it just, like, a default, like...
Kind of looked like the S.E.O robot from that one episode of South Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of looked like
cardboard and all.
Kind of looked like a bigger version of him. This is probably where I was supposed to be going.
Isn't this how you got here?
No,
oh.
no, this is G.L.O.W though. It said the shortcut was in Tropos.
What if he lied to you?
Dude, I'm totally fucking lost right now. But it's okay. Okay, yeah, I burned the thing, but sure, still making me get hurt. Steven, next talking point after...
Really racy.
So, around... I believe that was the next one. So, around episode 3, the whole thing just, like, gets really offensively racist by the end of it. So, the one, like, good-looking dude who wanted to start this show, he didn't like the direction the one guy was taking it with, like, a whole fantasy novel sort of deal, right? Right?
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I was actually watching the game for a second.
Yeah. And then he was talking like, alright, I think we need a new idea for what to do. Alright, I got it. Alright, so, when you look at this lady, what's the first thing you see? What's the first thing you think of? And one of the ladies goes, her eyes. And the one girl's like, aw, thanks. And then the guy's just like, exactly, because she's Oriental. And she's like, what the fuck? And then he just goes down listing like stereotypes. Like, you could be our terrorist. He's like, I'm not from a terrorist. I forget. I'm from India. It's like, it doesn't matter. They don't know that. They just need to, like, the crowd just needs to look and see what you're doing and where it looks like you're probably from. And then everyone just sort of goes with it. It's like, not a big deal. I mean, they make like a big deal of it at first, but then like, it just stops becoming a big deal after that. And they're all just like, okay, we'll do it.
And once you start going racist, you might as well just go all the way.
There were two black ladies. One was the welfare queen. She's like, yeah, that's right. Like, I don't even want to wrestle because I'm just sitting on my ass and getting my food stamps from the government. That is actually a line from the show. Oh, shit, what was it? The Asian lady was called... Alright. The Asian lady was called Fortune Cookie. And she's just like, oh man, you make me scared. Oh, but no, because I actually have the will of a dragon. Because I am Fortune Cookie. I was just like, I did not expect it to get this racist this fucking quick. But just out of nowhere, they cranked the racism up to 100,000. And yeah, that's what the show ends up being. Okay, so I've already been through here. So I should go the other way.
Next one.
Or
do you have some more racist stereotypes?
Oh yeah, one of them was from, I forget where she was from. It's like, she's from Machu Picchu. And they actually named her Machu Picchu. It's like, oh no, that's just a... Where do I go, Steven?
I'm telling you, I think this was like, you actually backtrack to where you got this guy.
Yeah, but like, I saw the waterfall. I was just like, oh, okay, that's correct, right?
Do you have like a current objective or something?
Okay, let's see here. Options, coins, items, system. No. Keep mouse inside window, show HUD. I don't... Do I?
Hold on.
Nope.
Go back to items.
Go back to items.
Okay, show a reminder. What does that do?
You have to find the entrance to Pirate Base in Tropos.
Yeah, so you gotta go to Tropos.
I think I'm in Tropos, right?
No, you're in Stratos.
No, I went back to Tropos, though.
Oh, okay.
Did I then go back to Strato?
We're not having enough talk about G.L.O.W.
I know, I was about to say, fuck it. If we make zero progress, that'll be hilarious.
Charlie's uncle in It's Always Sunny.
Oh yeah, so one of the main sponsors from the show was simply that. I don't think you've seen the I don't think you've seen Charlie's uncle in It's Always Sunny yet, but it was just him, and it took me a little while to realize that was him because Charlie's uncle in the show has a weird, creepy mustache, and in the show he does not. So that made me laugh a lot seeing him.
How silly, I mean.
Yes. Yeah, that was all for that one.
In Soviet Union television.
Yeah, so they actually made an in Soviet Russia and in Soviet Union joke in it. I don't know how old the show is, but it's definitely not old enough to warrant one of those jokes, like, even ironically.
Yeah.
Because, so they all have to live together in, like, a motel, all the women wrestlers, which led to, like, a funny line. It's like, man, we got together and we did so much blow over the weekend, we have the perfect script written out. So you all are going to live together. They're like, in a hotel? No, in a shitty rundown motel. They're like, what the fuck? We have to live like angels and you guys were doing blow in a cabin? It's like, shut up. And then, again, they were just, like, okay with it after a little while. Like, it didn't really, like, end up amounting to anything that much more than that. Okay, so...
yeah, now you're in
this
Tropus.
Floating up continent down Veal. So this is Tropus. And if I go up, I officially leave Tropus.
Yeah.
But it doesn't...
Strato.
Okay. I'm very sorry for the progress of this episode, everyone.
So you're done with the Soviet Union thing?
Oh, hey, here it is. Okay.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, yep, alright, moving on. See progress. So what was that area off to the left I'm remembering? Because you remember that, right?
Not really.
You don't? Okay, well, I definitely do. Okay, so sure, I'll be done with that. The motel owner basically was from the Soviet Union. Was what I wanted to get out of that.
The motel owner has woman sometimes.
Sometimes. Yes. So, for some reason, every single time, this guy wants to bring up the fact, like, that he has a woman. Oh, wait, I'm shooting him over that way. He keeps saying that, okay, so.
Let him come down and you gotta actually lead him.
Yep. Hello, friend.
Oh, he gacked ya.
Yeah, he bamboozled me. He's like, I have woman. Sometimes. She keeps saying I'm not attentive enough. It's like, I have woman. Sometimes. She keeps saying that I spend more time looking at other things. Like, he had a different reason for why he was single most of the time, every single time. And that made me really chuckle a lot. Oh, I forgot this. These guys are a stealth section. Whatever, though. You're trapped. We kill. No? What do you want from me, then? And that was basically all with that plot point. If it sounds like I'm kind of scatterbrained with G.L.O.W, the basic reason for that is the show was just okay, and like I don't really feel much like impetus to talk about like the show or the overarching plot or the character development. The best part really was just the funny moments it had in it. So that's basically all this review is going to be. I'll say give it a couple shots, but I don't think it was that great. Right? Yes.
Okay, no.
My bad.
Ruth in Russian accent.
Oh, yes. Okay, so, after a while, everybody had a role except for her. Everyone had this really offensive role, so what she decided to do was become Russian, because because the people were really nice. The clerk, or the motel owner was really nice, and she thought, like, oh, I could get him to, like, teach me or something, right? So she just decides to come in and be incredibly offensive Russian woman, which was very entertaining. Come on. Oh my god. Okay, good. Suicide bombing. I love the strat.
You're almost dead.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Very true. Okay. Alright, yeah, next one then.
Best hair ever.
Oh, okay. Steven.
I look down to read it and I see bombs.
Yes. Okay.
Whoa! Oh! It all makes sense now.
Okay, Steven, best hair ever. Put that picture up that I sent you on the Discord the other day that you said you didn't remember. You don't get why I sent it to you. That was why I sent it to you. Look at this man's hair. Zoom in on it right now. It's 15 stories tall, and I fucking love it. So basically, in the show, one of the girls ended up getting a crush on the pizza delivery guy. I have no idea why. This guy looks awful, but hey, it's the 70s/80s. I guess they were playing Separate Ways by Journey, so it'd probably be the 80s.
Use the guy and grab the bomb. Or that.
I'm not entirely sure how to make the grab work. Like, I definitely saw myself, like, getting the grab to work, but... Okay. So they don't...
Yeah, so it's like that.
Okay. Ah! Damn
Ooh.
it! I'm still... It's still dark, though.
So you're good with best hair ever.
So yeah, one of the girls, like, really got a crush on this one dude. Not entirely sure why, but hey, whatever. And he just had, like, the best hair I've ever seen, and I wanted you to put up a picture of that man's hair.
And I did.
Yes. So, what were you thinking when I sent you that on the Discord?
I don't fucking know. I think I was really tired because you sent, like, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, right?
I don't remember, honestly.
Did you send it Thursday?
No, I didn't watch any G.L.O.W on Thursday.
Then you sent one of those days, and I was exhausted, like, the entire week.
That makes sense. Yeah, okay, so you can move on from that one then.
Soap opera beat up.
Okay, so...
Use Bug Dude and grab the bomb. That's something you should...
I guess... that just keeps working. Maybe I gotta be underneath.
Yeah, so you do it, and then you grab him. Maybe. Or can you use your grapple on him? Yep.
You are totally right. Thank you, Steven. Okay.
So soap opera beat up.
Soap opera beat up. So one of the main characters was not, like, set on this whole idea of it being a wrestling show. She thought it was kind of dumb. She just liked the fact that she got the lead role and she thought it could help her out. So basically what they were doing was they took her to a wrestling match and she slowly realized that wrestling is nothing more than just a soap opera with beating the shit out of people. And then after that she was like totally set on it. She's like, no, I love this now. I need to be the lead actress. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, the lead actress was also the woman who whose husband cheated on her with Ruth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they find out about that, and that is, like, you know, obviously a primary point of contention with them the entire show. Is that they were both just like, yo, you slept with my husband, fuck you, basically. Ship appears to be in complete lockdown. Our mechanic companion might have to make short work of these doors, but since he's missing, we'll have to find another way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come now, my friend. Don't worry yourself. I'm sure Getty is all right. Battery's gotten himself eaten. I mean, he didn't really have any way of getting past the traps that the three of us did. Certainly not. I have the utmost faith in our green comrade. What's the matter that he's green, Alphonse? He's probably back in Valley already, safe and sound. Nope, we spent a good 10 minutes and wasted a good 10 minutes in there.
Even though it was like, no.
Meanwhile, leave this one open to me and I might be able to open this door. We shall have to find the opening mechanism. It should be around here somewhere. Can I just... No.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so you done with the soap opera beat up?
Yeah, like that was how she eventually realized, like, oh no, wait, I actually need to be part of this because
America
I love it.
versus Russia. So
Yeah.
we're doing Rocky 4 then.
Yeah, exactly. So
Easily one of my top 10 favorite movies.
easily one of my top 10 favorite Rocky movies.
Good choice.
Yeah. Oh wait, shit. Oh my fucking god. I really thought I had to go up there. Yeah. So eventually, Ruth wanted to make it a whole America versus Russia thing, and she was just like, yeah, I'll be the bad guy. That's totally fine. I'll just try to make my friend look better. So yeah, she slept with her best friend's husband. If I find the lever in there, I can keep the door open for you, but I'll need to stay here to keep it open. Okay? Viola!
Wait, so we gotta stick with just Spider Dude?
I hate Spider Dude. Go ahead, Otis. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, she wanted to start that, and like her ex-best friend wasn't having any of it because, like, you know, it's like, you slept with my husband, I'm not gonna work with you. Give me someone else to work with. Okay, ooh.
Boss fight?
Intruders? Prepare for annihilation. Hi there, friend. We're here to see my buddy Dirk, so step aside. He's got a gun. So let's teach this tin can a lesson. Okay. Oh shit, what's he doing? Can I... Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think you know what you're doing.
Okay, so I can't use that. Alright, cool.
Alright, so you're done with the America versus
Yeah, sure, let's go on to the next point.
Vodka.
Vodka. Okay, so Ruth wanted to learn how to be a better Russian. And in order to do that, she decided to hang out with the motel keeper on his way to a Russian party. And there was just this giant, like, fountain of vodka at the Russian party, and it was pretty hilarious to see. Yeah, so I have more about the party. What's the next point I have about the party?
Circumcision.
That's right. Okay, so basically, the family were Jews in Russia. And as the one man put it, it's like, we had to stay in hiding because Russia likes Jews only a small bit more than they like faggots. Their word, not mine. I didn't. Okay, moving on. So all I had to do was run away. Huh? Where'd you go off to? Fine, I'll just smoke you out. Okay then. Oh man, this is bad. Wait, what?
That's
Oh, I need to.
That's funny.
Yeah, I need to get rid of it. Okay, so yeah. So they had to stay in hiding. It's like, and now we are finally here and we can embrace our Jewish heritage. And so they strap the son down and just give him a circumcision right in the middle of the party. And it's the party is for him, by the way. It's like, congratulations, you can finally be a Jew in America. We will now celebrate by, cutting your foreskin off. Which was, a little fucked up, but, that you do you.
70s.
Yep. I mean, I don't think that's a 70s thing. I don't know, but alright.
Jew wrestler.
Okay, so after a little while, she realized that her friend wasn't really going to fight her, so they couldn't do the whole USA versus Russia sort of deal. So she wanted to get a new thing. So after going to that party, she just comes in, and instead of going full-on offensive to Russians, she goes full-on offensive to Jews. So she walks in with, like, this really offensive Jewish get-up. She's like, Shalom, everyone! I am here now to take all of your money and destroy you. I was just like, wow. Did the developer, or the director of this show, their looks have been secured, ready for takeoff, good, plot of course, and the Owlboy, he serves no purpose now. I'll return to my quarters. Don't fail me, don't worry. Okay. And yeah, I was just like, did the director of the show just really want to be racist a lot, and they figured this was a way to get him a pass on doing that? I don't know, but I know at the end of it all, I'll take care of your treasury soon enough. Alphonse.
Yeah, I was thinking it was something about Alphonse.
Yeah. And then eventually she was just like, oh geez, can I not? Nope, okay.
That was just so we could, like, see a little bit into their daily lives.
Okay. You just get a better feel for how they live as people, I suppose. Okay. Let me grapple up there. And yeah, so she tries to dress as a Jew and get somebody else to fight her, but then eventually she just accepts, like, what?
Dead.
Okay, alrighty then. And then she's just like, no, okay, we'll fight. Because she tried fighting, like, literally every other woman there, and they were all just awful. And the director was just like, hey, fuck you, I accidentally shot, apparently. Fucking damn it. And then she was just like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever, I guess I'll just fight Ruth then. So then, like, they just wanted a scene where they were, like, really offensive to Jews. So they did that.
I'll get your next one in a second.
Yeah.
The thing. KKK or the elderly.
So, Yeah?
There's a lot of times in visual novels where they just randomly have people dressed in white fucking cloths for, like, no reason. And, I'm tired of the KKK at this point.
So, the two black ladies, who are named Welfare Queen and...
Yeah, you didn't say the other one.
I forget, but it was something hilarious. They were both just like...
Stella. Stella gets her groove back. Truly one of the greatest trilogies.
Have you ever seen Stella Gets Her Groove Back?
No, I've never seen any of them. I never will.
Oh, you just really were into that dank Stella Got Her Groove Back reference?
Yeah.
That was one hell of a damage I took there. Holy shit. Okay, but yeah, here's the thing to turn it off. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so the black ladies were just like, their title match, was to fight, why can't I open this? I guess it was just to get that, I suppose. their title match was to fight two elderly ladies. And they're just like, two black ladies fighting the elderly. Do you have any idea how that's gonna look? And so it's like...
Go back for the cast.
One second. And so, that's what I do. Okay. So we grab that.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought it was something more important.
Yeah. And that, so their idea was, instead of fighting the elderly, they convinced their two friends to dress up as KKK members, and then they can fight them, and then they could just be like the black ladies beating up the KKK. And she's just like, I may be lazy welfare, but I won't stand racism in this country. Which was pretty funny. They got the whole crowd, like, cheering for them. And they were just like, yeah. And it's like, well, everyone, it looks like it's a happy ending. The black ladies have triumphed. Racism in America is no more. And Jesse Jackson will be the new president. God! Ugh. I gotta stop. I gotta stop making sound. Okay, I'm about to die.
So dead.
No. Aha! Suck dick, Steve.
So good on
So
that.
yeah, that was one of my favorite scenes. Like, they convinced them, like, yeah, no, they won't see your face at all. And at the end of the thing, they like rip the clothes off and like they could see like their faces. It's like, they said they would show it to us. And like, again, that was just kind of the end of that scene. Like, they just kind of wanted to have a scene where that happens, so they did, and it wasn't like, it didn't really amount to all that much.
Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah, sure, give me the next one.
Fantastic breakup.
Okay, so the whole time the director was dating one of the girls on the show. And he was just like, he realized partway through, like, ah, shit, I gotta break up with her. And eventually at one point, as he is breaking up with her, she says, as he was about to break up with her, she says, like, I don't think this is working out. And he was just like, oh, you're just gonna do it for me. Fantastic. She was like, what the fuck do you mean fantastic? And he's just like, I mean, that's the whole point of this tonight, so, cool. I guess you can leave now. And, I
gotta say, Patrick.
Yes, dude?
You're bad. You're just straight up walking to the bomb.
It hurts so much more because it's true.
Just like my granddaddy.
Alright, we're 32 minutes into this episode. Let's keep scrolling through these points.
Just like incest fucking, you know?
Just like incest fucking, you know? So, one of the girls was really obsessed with the director. Like, the whole time she was just like, I love your movies, I think they're amazing. And after a while, the director tries to fuck the girl. And she just, like, immediately, like, pushes him away. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, girl, you've been on my dick, like, this whole week, like, these past couple weeks. What the fuck do you think? It's like, and she just goes, I'm your daughter. And he's just like, what? It's like, yeah, you fucked this girl in Sacramento. It's like, no, I never lived in Sacramento. Yeah, but you met her at a bar once, and then you, like, invited her back to your place, and it's like, oh. And then the director's like, so, what do you want? Why the fuck are you here? Do you even care about wrestling? Not really. It's like, so why the fuck did you try out? And he was just a real fucking dick, and she got pissed off and ran away. Which was another good moment. It's like, wow, she straight up almost fucked his daughter.
Yeah.
That was hot, you know?
Crackheads?
Oh, okay. So, after a while, it becomes noted that the rich guy isn't actually all that rich. He was just, well, he's rich, but, like, it's his mother's money. Mm-hmm. And eventually his mom cuts him off. So what they do is, his mom, like, invites them to a, okay, yeah, I gotta get both of them. His mom invites them to a fundraising rally. And what they do is they go there and act like they're recovering crackheads, and they all just give, like, different anecdotes about how much they love crack. It's like, crack should be my middle name, as well as my first and last name. And she's just like, you know, I just got really addicted to drugs. Crack specifically, because one lady actually was a drug addict. So she was just talking all about how she was addicted to drugs, and she's like, oh yeah, right, I have to take the whole crackhead angle. And it's like, and we've, our comeback is going to be, I went right through him and, oh, baby. Yeah, and it's like, and our comeback is going to be this gorgeous ladies of wrestling. So we were crackheads, and now we're upstanding women who just want to put on this great wrestling show, and we need your money to help us do it. And so they get enough money to, like, rent out the venue they were going for. But then the mom ends up taking the money away, and she's just like, no, this is my money. You guys don't deserve it. However, I do have a venue that you all can use. But this is my money. So they're just like, all right, fine. You know what? Good enough. We just needed the money for the venue, so I suppose this is the next best thing.
For our ad break, we're going to talk about Boston Market. 5 stars. They don't actually sell Bostons here. Instead, I got some Latino named Craig who won't stop screaming at my cat. Well, he's way better than the McDonald's, which sold me without my consent to Craig. Anyway, the final talking point, plot twist.
Okay, so this entire fucking time they're building up to this, United States during Russia fight, because, eventually they agree, they start working on their, working on how they do things, right?
Yeah.
So the whole time, at one point the woman quits the show.
You don't need to grapple with that, you just literally had to go up and grab it.
No, okay. At one time, the woman quits the show, and they're just like, oh no, now we don't have our headliner. So what they do for the headliner is they get the girl who's dressed up as a Russian, and they also get the Asian girl to fight the 2 elderly grannies that they initially had the plot point for at the beginning for the racists, for the who were initially KKK members. And then they had them fight. Eventually, they kick the shit out of the grannies.
Pull up.
Oh, okay, pull it up again. And then eventually they kick the shit out of the grannies, and then they're just like, evil has won tonight, folks. Russia and China are tonight's winners. And then, I guess, by the way, this is a spoiler for the very end. It's just like, okay, though. Like I said, it's an alright series. You don't really need to, look at it that much.
You need to download it on the Pirate Bay.
Exactly. It's for free on any torrent website. So yeah, and then eventually after, please? That's not one of them you can get, okay. And so eventually after, China and Russia win, Russia turns on China and throws her down and pins her. They're like, I can't believe what I'm seeing today, folks. China has just betrayed Russia. What's happening? China has just betrayed Russia and destroyed the alliance they once had. And then, out of nowhere, the woman decides to come back into the show from the stands. And it's like, my name is Liberty Bell. I'm just an all-American girl here to stand up against the communists. And then eventually they do their whole thing where America wins. Yeah. And everyone's like, yay, America won. And then finally, at the very end, Welfare Queen comes in, takes Liberty Bell, pins her down, and just stands on top of her like, this is my crown now, bitch. And then out of nowhere. So, yeah, Welfare Queen just won the title. And then they talk to her at the end. It's like, what the hell was that? It's like, look, you guys had your own plot twist. I had my own. No one saw it coming. It's like, nobody saw ours coming either. It's like, we had a tag team duel where you eventually, have one team betray the other, and then someone from the audience comes in and win. It's like, yeah, but it was boring. The all-American girl wins. Snore. Nobody saw the welfare lady win. We're just playing this stuff up now, and we're totally gonna get more viewers for next season. Maybe you'll win then. And then, like I said the whole time, they were clearly just like, hey, next season, be sure to tune in next season. Because, I'll end this with one of the most fucked up parts of the whole show. The guy who... cheated on his wife with her best friend, got her pregnant, and she got an abortion. And that just randomly fucking happened. They made no mention of it throughout the rest of the series at all.
They're dropping nukes.
It's fine, I need the nukes till I press down the button. And then, I was just like, okay, so what was that about? And I'm assuming they're gonna bring all that up next season, but... like I said, G.L.O.W is an alright series, give it a couple episodes, but